This is Film Tech Reviews, and today we're taking a look at the top 5 best laptops for video editing in 2019. Starting out, we have the Acer Aspire 7 for $900. It's built on the Intel Core HQ processors with Nvidia 1050 and 1050 Ti graphics, DDR4 RAM and dual storage. It gets a matte IPS screen and a mid-sized battery, as well as a backlit keyboard and a brushed aluminum shell, all in a properly priced bundle. In fact, hardware-wise, this laptop is in many ways similar to the Predator Helios 315 and the Aspire VX15, but with different aesthetics and a different keyboard. But while those two are marketed as gaming machines and gaming-oriented design lines, the Aspire 7 gets a simpler, more tamed-down look. On top of that, the Aspire 7 should be a little more affordable than those two, especially down the line as it ages. Key features include 15.6-inch screen with 1920 by 1080 pixels, Intel Kaby Lake Core i7 processor, Intel HD 630 plus Nvidia FT 1050 Ti 4GB, 24GB DDR4 RAM, 512GB SSD storage. Overall, it is well built and gets simple looks that make it a good option for all sorts of environments, including schools and strict workplaces. It gets a decent keyboard, trackpad and screen, powerful hardware, and the performance that allows it to handle daily chores at ease, but also more demanding software and gaming at FHD resolutions. Next, we have the Apple MacBook Pro 15 for $2,500. Apple does want mainstream users to buy into the MacBook Pro, so if you want the most powerful MacBook to date, the new MacBook Pro should be right up your alley. This MacBook Pro has been famous for its attractive design for years now, which fits powerful components into a slim and light MacBook Pro case. And Apple has taken an "if it's not broke, don't fix it" approach with the 2018 model. This means the new MacBook Pro is almost the same design as last year's, right down to the same dimensions and weight. Anyone that adores the design of older MacBook Pro laptops will love this, and the weight and dimensions are still impressive for a laptop that's this powerful with a 15-inch display. Key features include brilliant Retina display with True Tone technology, Radeon Pro 555X or 560X graphics with 4GB of video memory, ultra-fast SSD, up to 10 hours of battery life, Touch Bar and Touch ID. The MacBook Pro is definitely expensive, you can't avoid that, but the price of entry is worth it. Next, we have the Razer Blade 15 for $1,500. Many manufacturers have tried in the past to combine a high level of performance with decent portability and a sophisticated design, and Razer was one of them. This year's 15.6-inch blade is the spiritual successor to this 14-inch gaming powerhouse. Thanks to its very narrow bezels, its footprint is almost on par with regular 14-inch notebooks. Accordingly, the manufacturer has opted to equip the Blade 15 with Intel's latest Coffee Lake CPU with 6 cores and offers 2 GPUs to choose from, a GTX 1060 Max-Q and a GTX 1070 Max-Q. In the display department, the available options include an FHD and a 4K panel. Unlike last year, this year's panel choices include a 144Hz option. Key features include 15.6-inch Full HD edge-to-edge display, 8th Gen Intel Core i7 8750H 6-core processor, 128GB SSD and 1TB HDD for speed and capacity, thin and compact durable CNC aluminum unibody, 16GB dual-channel DDR4 2667 MHz. Next, we have the Dell XPS 15 for $1,739. Dell's XPS laptops are considered the gold standard when it comes to premium notebooks, and the latest XPS 15 is no exception. This is one of the most powerful laptops on the market, thanks to its Intel Core i7 processor and Nvidia GTX 1050 graphics. It's also drop-dead gorgeous with its slim modern industrial design, incredibly thin bezels, and lovely display. The 15-inch still suffers from the XPS line's biggest flaw, an ill-placed webcam. But overall, this is one of the best Windows laptops you can buy, and a formidable foe to Apple's much pricier 15-inch MacBook Pro. Key features include 2.8 GHz Intel Core i7, Nvidia GeForce GTX 1050, 15.6-inch screen UHD, 720p widescreen HD webcam with dual-array digital microphones, 512GB SSD. Next, we have the Asus ROG Strix Scar 2 for $1,899. The Asus ROG Strix Scar 2 is a glamorous piece of hardware that fits a gorgeous 144Hz 17-inch panel in a relatively thin chassis. With its 8th Gen Core i7 and Nvidia GTX 1060 under the hood of a tactile RGB keyboard, this machine will easily let you tear through your favorite games on max settings. Key features include Nvidia GeForce RTX 1070 8GB GDDR6, Intel Core i7 8750H hexa-core processor, 144Hz 3ms 17.3-inch FHD, 16GB DDR4 2666 MHz RAM. That's 5 of the top laptops for editing on the market. Links to each laptop can be found in the description. This was Film Tech Review, and thanks for watching.